Guys, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustler TV. Today we'll be doing a review with Sunber hair, and they sent over this 22-inch straight lace closure wig. It is a pre-made closure wig, so it already came slightly pre-plucked, but I did go ahead and go in and bleach the knots and pluck it some more, and just quickly blow dried it and pre-straightened it out with the blow dryer before I actually install it. And today I'll be doing a simple middle part installation with some layers and a blunt cut. So first things first, I'm just going ahead and placing the wig on her head, just making sure it fits. And then I will go in with my Ruby Kisses foundation in level 16 using the lightest brown shade in that palette and applying it on that cap and on the inside of that closure wig as well. And then I will go ahead and proceed with my layers of lace matte adhesive, which will be in stock the end of this month. I do have a large stock coming in, so it does take time for processing and shipping to get to me. So thank you guys for your patience. All of the products will be back in stock, including wax sticks and everything else, so stay tuned for that. But once I go ahead and place this foundation on the lace, as I mentioned, I will go ahead and begin to add my layers. And I did do 4 layers today of that lace matte adhesive, and I will apply it on that lace. Well, not apply it on the lace, but apply it to the skin, and then I will proceed to lay down my lace. Once that lace is ready to be laid, I will go ahead and pull it down and then blow dry it on the heat setting. And I like to use heat because it helps melts that lace in better than the cool air, and also, speeds up the process. So I do blow dry on heat. And then I will go in with my scissors and my eyebrow razor and begin to razor off that extra lace, tack down whatever else is lifting, and then I will begin to pull down the section for my baby hair and pluck some of those hairs out just to make sure that the baby hair is not too thick. It's not too thick, and I will, pluck some of those baby hairs out with the tweezer, and then I will proceed to tie down my lace, with the whole second step melting process. So now that I have everything prepared and ready to be, tied down again, I'm just going to take that bed head holding spray it on the hairline and in my parting area and just smooth all of the hairs down before tying it down. And I also went ahead and sewed down the back of the wig on camera as well, as you can see. And now I'm just going to take that elastic and tie it down. And while that elastic is on there, I will just go ahead and press the hair out. Now, I did purchase a new product that I was trying out, and it is this Rusk, and it's called Thermal Flat Iron Spray, and the brand is Rusk. And it's kind of like a hair spritz, but for flat ironing. Like when you spray it on and you pass through it, it gets hard, but then when you do that second pass, it gets soft immediately. But it kind of like controls the flyaways when flat ironing. Most of the time when you do flat iron, you see like the hair spiking up and everything like that. So it's supposed to control those little flyaways. And you can also use this in combination with heat protecting spray as well. But, so far, I do like it. I purchased it from, I think it was TJ Maxx or maybe like a Ross or something. I can't remember exactly which store it was, but I did go in there and purchase that. And it's also where I get my bed head from. My bed head and my BioSilk, which they haven't had BioSilk in there for a while as far as the holding spray, but I do get like the bed head and stuff like that. So I just spray it on their hair, and I just go on with my flat iron with at least 2 to 3 passes and press that hair out. And I'm just going to do that until all of the hair is straight. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove that band and just comb out those baby hairs, comb out that top area, go in with the wax stick, just make sure everything is nice and smooth. And then I would just quickly cut my baby hair and swoop it with the mousse and just add a little holding spray on top to give it that nice firm hold. And then I will get into black spraying and concealing the part before I start to cut the layers. For today's style, it will be a middle part with slight layers with the blunt cut, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So I will get into all of that, but I will black spray and conceal the part first before I get into the cut area, simply because the top part will be completed and I will just be focusing on the bottom and the styling process of this unit. Now for the finishing look, this would give like a very like natural looking, soft, you know, like wrap kind of feel to it. And I didn't want really sharp layers, so I just went in softly with my scissors and just, you know, slightly razored that front end down to give that layer look in the front. And I just kept the blunt cut. I kept the length of the wig. I just pretty much like evened out the ends. That way it can still give like that natural, soft, lengthy type of wrap look, as I mentioned. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And once I get all those layers in there, I would just go on with that big this big flat iron, and it's by Remington. And I got this flat iron from Walmart for those who are interested in it. It was only about 35 bucks, you know, an affordable good flat iron, and it heats up to about 410 if I'm not mistaken. But they also have another one that heats up to 460. So whichever one you prefer, you can get. But it is a pretty good flat iron. And I like to use the big flat iron when I'm like, you know, pressing out hair and doing bumps on my bobs or layers or anything. So I'm just going to go in with that flat iron, continue to give that front end a nice little bump to show the layers. And then I will blunt cut the rest of the wig and quickly press it out to achieve the finishing look. And once I finish pressing out this wig, I will go ahead and just apply some oil sheen to give the hair a nice little shine. And this will pretty much sum up this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this cute, simple look. It was a really quick installation. It's a closure wig, so it's really not much you have to do as far as getting it all laid down. But I hope you guys enjoy the finishing look. I will drop a video at the end with her standing up so you can get a better view of what it looks like, because you can see it in the chair, but when you stand up, you can really get the full effect. So I will drop that video at the end. Thank you guys for tuning in to IAmBeautifulHustler TV, and I will see you guys next time.